This past weekend, the property market slowed down, with new home sales taking a steep drop. But as the focus shifts away from new projects, prices in some blue-chip housing estates are starting to level out. Which ones are we talking about? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Bobo, and welcome back to our weekly recap of Hong Kong real estate. About 78 new home sales were recorded over the weekend, marking a decline of around 83% from the previous week. Two new projects in the former Kai Tak runway area launched their sales, but even without the competitive pressure from Cullinan Sky, buyer demand did not appear to increase. On Saturday, Double Coast 1 launched 68 flats for sale, with 58 units listed at the original price. Around 18 units were sold on the same day. One bulk buyer spent 28 million Hong Kong dollars to purchase 3 units, including Unit E on the first floor of Block 5, with a saleable area of 444 square feet and a 277 square foot terrace. The 2-bedroom unit sold for 11.35 million Hong Kong dollars, or about 25,500 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. The project has also uploaded its latest sales arrangements, offering an additional 5 units, which will be available for sale starting this Wednesday. Next, the second round of sales for the Pavilia Forest II saw limited success, with only 1 unit sold over the past 2 days. This was Unit G on the 7th floor of Block 3, with a saleable area of 392 square feet and a 2-bedroom layout, selling for 6.66 million Hong Kong dollars, or roughly $17,000 per square foot. Meanwhile, leftover units from earlier projects saw stronger demand. Major investors have reportedly been snapping up properties in recent weeks, with 5 more units sold over the weekend. The latest transactions included Unit B1 on the 38th floor of Block 2, measuring 287 square feet. It sold for 5.65 million Hong Kong dollars, or about 19,700 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. Another transaction involved Unit B3 on the 31st floor of Block 2, measuring about 280 square feet. This unit sold for 5.5 million Hong Kong dollars at about 19,400 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. Recently, several popular large-scale projects wrapped up their sales, shifting attention away from the primary market. This has eased pressure on the second-hand market, allowing prices in some older housing estates to stabilize. Meifu Sanchun, a 50-year-old development that had been seeing steady price declines, saw a recent rebound with its latest transaction. This was a mid-floor Unit C in Phase 6 with a saleable area of around 900 square feet and a 3-bedroom layout. It sold for 9.38 million Hong Kong dollars, translating to around 10,300 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. Recent transactions show that most deals in the estate have been in the range of 8,000 to 9,000 Hong Kong dollars per square foot, though overall market sentiment remains sluggish. According to Hong Kong's 4 biggest real estate agencies, the city's top 10 blue-chip housing estates recorded only 7 to 8 deals over the weekend, a drop of 5 to 6 transactions compared to the previous week. Distressed sales in the secondary market remain a serious issue, with one agent reporting that around half of the recent transactions were sold at a loss. A notable example is a 440 square foot unit in The Reach in Yuen Long. Held for 3 years, it was resold at a 2.04 million Hong Kong dollar loss, representing a 32% depreciation. The mid-floor unit, located in Block 10, sold for 4.36 million Hong Kong dollars, or around 9,900 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. In contrast, the village house market, where price fluctuations are typically smaller, recently saw a loss in Siu Lek Yuen. A 630 square foot 3-bedroom unit with a garden was held for 5 years, and the seller incurred a 1.52 million Hong Kong dollar loss. The unit was listed in September with an asking price of 5.5 million Hong Kong dollars, but after a 1.02 million dollar reduction, it sold for 4.48 million Hong Kong dollars at around 7,100 Hong Kong dollars per square foot. The downturn in the property market has also had a direct impact on the land sales market. Not only has developer interest in bidding diminished, but there have also been multiple instances of failed tenders. In one example, the Urban Renewal Authority's project at Kai Tak Road and Sapo Road only received 1 bid from CK Asset Holdings by the September deadline. However, the URA rejected CK Asset's bid due to additional terms added to the tender conditions. Ultimately, the project was declared a failed tender last week. Looking ahead, besides retendering, the URA could consider developing the site themselves. However, this option would need to account for the URA's financial constraints, risk factors, and potential shifts in interest rates. For more information on the secondhand market, stay till the end of this video for this week's recap of secondhand transactions across each district. That's all for this episode. See you in the next.